There is a place you have already seen, even if you have never been there. You have seen it in films, on postcards, and in photographs. For much of the world, this is what the American West looks like. But that's only part of the story. Beyond the famous viewpoints lies a different monument valley. Together, my dad and I set out to discover a side of this beautiful landscape that few people ever get to see, and found some of the most spectacular viewpoints in the American Southwest. Just look at the view. Really overwhelmed. This is Monument Valley beyond the postcards. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. We just woke up, and where else to start this amazing road trip than the amazing Wild West, the Monument Valley. You see, beautiful sunrise. Right now we are going to go and meet a very elder Navajo native. His name is Don, so he'll show us around the valley.
Are you all set and ready to go? We're gonna head out to Monument Valley. Actually, we don't call it Monument Valley. The traditional name is Nigyolbitin, which means the trails of the wind. Wind blows all the time. That's what created a lot of these monuments we're going to be looking at. If you look at in the distance there, you'll begin to see a lot of white running through these sandstones. So the people that live within this area, they also call it Sebiinziska, which means white within the sandstone. It was actually all underwater many years ago.
As we entered the valley, it quickly became clear that there was more here than the landscape itself. Behind every monument, every canyon, and every stretch of desert was a story shaped by generations of history, tradition, and culture. The valley is connected by a 17-mile scenic loop road that winds through some of its most iconic formations. While anyone can drive it, we wanted to see it through the eyes of someone who calls this place home.
Ancient people live here long before many Indian people. They live out here 600 AD. People say they disappeared. No. They became Pueblo Indians. Pueblo Indians are Hopi, Zuni, Acoma, lots of them. Not Navajo.
Oh.
It was the Zuni who called us Navajo. When the Zuni Indians lived throughout this Four Corner area, they noticed Navajo planted corn different. Navajo planted corn in a big circle, not in rows. So the Zuni, when they saw that, they kept saying, the Nava, the Nava. In their language, they're saying they cultivate different. That's what Navajo means.
Listening to these stories, it became clear that the Monument Valley is much more than the landscape most people recognize from photographs.
Way up there, that's where the Anasazi people once lived, way up there in the caves.
For the Navajo people, this is a sacred place, a land connected to generations of history, tradition, and culture. Even today, families continue to live within the valley, preserving a way of life that remains deeply tied to the land.
By dawn. This one is for ceremony. It's called male hogan.
Okay.
The other one is female hogan.
It's beautiful.
No nails. They're all put in place. Again, this stays open all the time. The doorway always faces east because that's the way the sun comes up. Yeah, you take good care of it.
After spending the morning learning about the valley and its history, we returned to explore it on our own. By now, the landscape looked completely different. The clouds that had covered the valley all morning had finally drifted away, revealing clear blue skies above the desert. Under the afternoon sun, the sandstone monuments seemed brighter, larger, and even more dramatic. This is called the thumb. Just look at it. Some of these buttes rise hundreds of meters from the valley floor. What we see today is a result of millions of years of erosion, as wind and water slowly stripped away the softer rock, leaving behind these massive stone monuments. The reason why this valley became so famous was because of one man, John Ford. Beginning in the 1930s, he filmed some of the Hollywood's most iconic westerners here, forever turning this valley into the symbol of the American West. But beyond the iconic landscapes and the movie history, I wanted to capture something else, a photograph that reflected the spirit of the people who have lived here for centuries. And after spending time in the valley, I finally found that moment. Beyond the famous buttes, Monument Valley hides countless places that rarely appear on a map. You just need someone who knows where to find them. Leaving the main valley behind, we made our way to a hidden slot canyon known to only a handful of visitors.
But when it rains and it gets wet, all these rocks begun to fall. So you see a lot of them that fell off from the top part.
Yeah.
So all these rocks here were not here before.
From the outside, it looked like nothing more than a narrow crack in the sandstone. But as soon as we stepped inside, it felt like stepping into another world. This is the secret canyon in Monument Valley. There is not even a single person in this canyon. We are just by ourselves. Amazing. These narrow passageways are formed over thousands of years as powerful flash floods carve through the sandstone, slowly shaping the rock into the winding corridors we see today.
And the formations of these rocks are from years and years of how the weather has been and the animals that come through here. And the Native American people say that this place is very sacred because of the rocks, the formations of the rocks. So, and it keeps pretty cool during the winter time and cool during the summertime. So we like to come out here during the summertime because there's a lot of shade in here. So this is it. This is beautiful. Hope you guys enjoy it.
How is it?
बिल्कुल अलग है.
This is beautiful. No words. It wasn't a long hike, but it offered a side of Monument Valley that few people ever get to experience. What we didn't realize then was that this was only the beginning. A few days later, a journey into one of the Utah's most remote landscapes would lead us to a slot canyon unlike anything we had seen before. So we are planning to go up there and we'll see if we can get a nice sunset. To end the day, we set out on a short hike to a viewpoint overlooking the valley, accompanied by another Navajo elder named Aaron. All okay?
चल.
As we climbed higher, the mountains stretched out before us, revealing one of the best views we had seen all day. When we reached the top, Aaron began to sing. For most of the evening, thick clouds hung over the valley, and it seemed like the sun might never break through. Then after a while, the sky suddenly started to open up. Whether it was perfect timing or pure coincidence, it gave us one of the most dramatic evenings of our road trip. Just a few miles north of Monument Valley lies another extraordinary landscape. The Valley of the Gods. Last night it was a severe thunderstorm and very strong wind gusts. We barely slept, but we left very early in the morning just to see the Valley of Gods. It's 40 miles from Monument Valley, and again, same landscape, same DNA, but very few crowds. Far less visited than its famous neighbor, this remote valley is home to towering sandstone buttes that rise dramatically from the desert floor. According to Navajo tradition, these formations are believed to be the ancient warriors standing watch over the land for eternity. After spending the last few days exploring Monument Valley, we thought we had seen the best it had to offer. We were wrong. There was still one final adventure waiting for us. a place that many consider to be the ultimate viewpoint of the valley. But reaching there is a whole new experience. There are no paved roads leading to the top, and reaching there would be nearly impossible without someone who knows the terrain. Honestly, this is the toughest off-road I have ever been to. There is no road. Nearly 3 hours later, we reached the top. And suddenly, everything opened up. Just look at the view. Really overwhelmed. From Hunts Mesa, Monument Valley stretched endlessly across the horizon. Right now, we are just going to go towards the edge of that rock. The sunset will happen maybe in next half an hour. So that will be an amazing spot just to sit there. From this vantage point, the famous buttes seemed almost miniature against the vastness of the desert beyond. It's mind-blowing. As the sun began to set, the entire valley transformed beneath us. It was, without question, one of the most spectacular sunsets we witnessed anywhere in Utah.
That silhouette of that tree too, with the fire going. Oh man, it's a good photo.
Like there, like right there, huh?
Yeah. So you.
As darkness settled over the mesa, Shay joined us along with another Navajo local. Shay had helped arrange all of our experiences within this valley, introducing us to places and people we would have never discovered on our own. We spent the evening sharing stories and learning more about the culture, history, and traditions of the Navajo people.
Like just being out here, you know, like I was telling him the story that he told. The holy people adorned him with certain magic. That there's words that a lot of our young people don't know, like elilek. That means like the cheapest way that I can translate that is like magic. It's like a phenomena. It's like a rare. It is old. It is beyond our comprehension. Like what he explained, like their voice could only be here when that was there, but when it went away, then their voice took off again. Like that's magic. That's elilek and ben dospa. Like that's such an to me it's like my generation, like that's such an old word because I don't hear people using it anymore. And I think I know it's when our elders say that to you, they see how you've been blessed by the holy people, and you will now carry that magic, that burden, that power, and it's a mix of all of it, right? It's a mixture of both good and bad, and that's how you get your energy, your magic, and your wonderful zeal for life, right? And then we die. So it's important to talk about these things and share as much as possible, because the holy people want us to share it. It's a piece, it's a part of healing. And I think as Navajo people, we've learned to evolve, learning from other cultures as well. And there's a lot of similarities. I'm pretty sure as Indigenous people all over the world, we are connected in so many ways, right?
There was something magical about spending the night on top of Hunts Mesa, surrounded by silence, stars, and the stories of the people who have called this land home for generations. Good morning.
Good morning. You ready to go down?
Yeah. It's really cold up here. We just woke up, and in the night, it literally felt the wind will blow away the tent. The wind was ridiculously strong. But we had a good sleep. The following morning, we woke up to our final sunrise over Monument Valley. Over the past few days, we had explored its famous viewpoints, discovered hidden corners of the valley, and gained a deeper understanding of the history, culture, and traditions woven into this landscape. There are some experiences which always stays with you, and I believe this is one of them. What made this experience unforgettable wasn't just the scenery. It was the opportunity to discover a side of Monument Valley that few outsiders ever get to experience. Hi, I'm Aki. First of all, thank you so much for watching. Making films like this is something I truly love and enjoy, and every like, every comment, every share, and every bit of support helps me keep doing it. Making films like this takes weeks, a lot of planning, a lot of traveling, a lot of editing, and it's only possible because of people who choose to support this channel. And yeah, if you want to see more films like this, subscribing is one of the best ways. And if you want to support any further projects, I have put a link below and you can contribute directly. And again, this was a small part of the entire Utah journey. I will be releasing the entire film very soon. So stay tuned and hope to see you soon. So take care.